All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to call to order the public hearing on our tax rate. It is 12 noon on Tuesday, August 26th. We are going to dispense with our quorum call and the other issues. We just did those 30 minutes ago, and we still have the same number of people at the dais, so I think we're good. Is there anyone here for general public comment? Seeing none, we will move in. We'll open our public hearing for the tax rate at 12 p.m. and we're going to ask Mr. Garcia to provide an overview of the tax rate, the proposed tax rates. Then we'll ask for any comments, and we'll probably stay open for the public hearing for a few minutes just in case someone shows up. So, Mr. Garcia, take us through this presentation.
Thank you, Madam Chair. So over the course of several board meetings, we have outlined allocation of financial resources, including property tax rates needed to levy to support the proposed fiscal year 2025 and 2026 budget plan. These discussions have centered on aligning institutional priorities and available funding to ensure fiscal responsibility, operational stability, and strategic growth. We next describe the proposed 2025-2026 property tax rates that will generate the estimated levies needed to execute the proposed budget plans. Following this presentation, the college will respectfully request the board's consideration of an action item for the approval of a property tax and levy public hearing. So let's take a look at the property tax levies on the next slide. Okay. So in accordance with statutory requirements, the college is proposing a combined ad valorem tax rate of 27.6 cents per $100 of property valuation in our district. This includes the M&O tax rate near 22.1 cents and a debt service tax rate near 5.5 cents. The proposed 2025-2026 tax rates apply to all property within the boundaries of the Del Mar College District. I also want to point out from this slide, the proposed combined tax rate of 27.6 cents continues to be below the voter-approved 2022 tax rate of 28.3 cents, demonstrating the college's commitment to fiscal responsibility. To support the college's operation needs and financial commitments for the upcoming fiscal year, the proposed combined tax rate near 27.6 cents per 100 of property valuation will allow the college to levy approximately $102 million in property tax revenue. This includes funding for the M&O budget valued at $81.3 million and general obligation debt service valued at $20.6 million. These financial resources will enable the college to fund core operations, meeting financial obligations, and advancing strategic initiatives. It also ensures the college will remain responsive to community needs while maintaining fiscal stability and operational excellence. Madam Chair and members of the board, if there are no questions, this concludes our presentation.
Are there any questions or comments from board members? Is there anyone here from the public who would like to address the board on our tax rate? I'm so sorry, Mr. Krull.
Well, I think it would be good to point out that our other revenue stream, which is tuition and fees, the governor has put a cap on that said there would be no tuition fee increases for any public college in the state of Texas. So that pretty much that takes away one of the legs of our revenue stream, which may be a factor in having to increase our property tax rate over last year.
Thank you, Mr. Krull, for pointing that out. You're absolutely right. There are downward pressures in our other two revenue streams. One of them is as mandated by by our legislators, and then the third one is just being very sensitive to the economic needs of our students in our district. And that is the tuition and fees, just trying to keep them low as well. So, and then changes to our state performance funding. You know, there's changes, continuous changes that are going on there.
Thank you, Mr. Curl. Anything else? Any other comments? And is there anyone from the public who'd like to address the board during public hearing? We will, at this point in time, just recess the meeting. It is 12:05, and we will come back in about 15, 20 minutes and reopen it in case someone does show up late that would like to address the board. At that point, we would adjourn this meeting, and then we'll call to order our meeting at 12:30. So we are recessed at 12:05 p.m. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to come out of our recess. It is 12:29 p.m. Is there anyone here for the public hearing for the Del Mar College tax rate? I am not seeing anyone here, so I want to thank staff for your, I'm going to vamp for 25 seconds. I want to thank staff for your work over the past several months to bring both the budget information and prepare everything for the tax rate. Board members, we do have a specific language when we get to that point in the hearing, and I'm going to ask Dr. Adami to be prepared to read that tax rate language when we get to that point of our next meeting. But we will, at this point in time, adjourn our called meeting for the public hearing on our tax rate.